Hey guys, I'm back, and today's video is just going to be me talking about how and when I tell guys that are interested in me that I'm transgendered. Um, this is a topic that I was talking about with one of my friends, and she's transgendered as well, and she was asking me how I do it, and like, do I tell them right away or do I wait for the first date, and this is all personal preference. Every trans girl is different. Okay, so when a guy approaches me outside, of a place that he wouldn't know. Like if I'm at work, they know I'm trans, so I don't have to worry about it there. But if I'm at the mall or something, or if I'm just walking down the street and a guy approaches me, it's my personal policy to let them know right away. Like maybe not right away, but within the span of the conversation, that first conversation. Like I'm not going to tell them as soon as if we're just talking, I'm not going to tell them until they express some kind of sexual or romantic interest. Then I'll tell them. But if we're just talking and they're just flirting, I'm gonna flirt back because I don't see the harm in that. But how I do it, I usually just do it like ripping off a band-aid. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm transgendered. I was born male. Um, because in my personal experience, that just saves heartache because either they're gonna be like really not cool with it, or they're gonna be, like, I'll try it out. You know what I mean? It's not good for them to not know, and then you get really attached to the person, and then you keep going on dates and you keep thinking, oh my god, he really likes me, he's not going to care. Chances are he's probably going to care, just because, I mean, think about it. If you're a heterosexual male, you really probably don't like penis. It is what it is. I mean, it's a harsh reality that we face being transgendered women, but it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, it gets me down sometimes, definitely. Like, I actually made a post the other day about how it was depressing as fuck. But it's just better for me to tell them and save and get a little bit of like, ugh, depression, than to not tell him and start to like him and get like a shit ton of depression. You know what I mean? Because that would be even worse. I know there are some girls who go on dates and don't tell them, and I totally respect that too. I mean, I don't think your medical history is really anyone's business. Um, and unless things turn sexual, he really doesn't have to know. Some people view it as tricking. What do you mean tricking? I'm a woman, so I don't see how I'm tricking you into thinking I'm a woman because I'm a woman. I'm a woman that was born with a condition, but that'd be like saying that a woman who was born with asthma has to tell, hey, I had asthma when I was a kid. That's no one's business but mine unless we're getting sexual. Well, the asthma thing, I don't think you'd have to tell if you're getting sexual unless you get really out of breath. But most men aren't going to care about asthma, but they do care about, a penis. But as I've said before, I like my penis, so it's really kind of like a double-edged sword for me because on the one hand, getting rid of it would definitely open up my dating pool, but on the other hand, I'm not going to compromise my body and who I am and my beliefs to get a man. That's just me. I'm not doing that to get a boyfriend. I don't need one that badly, nor want one that badly. Um, but something I have learned, ladies, if you're trans and you're watching this, you would be surprised. They may say no in front of their friends, or but they might hit you up later. I've had several straight men say, okay, and don't get me wrong, this is the thing with straight men. They will fuck you, which is good, if you need, if you're needing it. They will fuck you definitely, but they won't date you because they're paranoid to be in public with you and blah blah blah, whatever it is. They feel like everyone knows. And my thing with that is, if you couldn't tell, what makes you think other people can tell? You know? So, yeah, I just tell them straight up front, like ripping off a band-aid. I'm like, hey, look, I'm transgendered. I haven't had bottom surgery. Um, this isn't my real hair. I lay out all my cards on the table just because then if he says yes, there's no surprises. There are no surprises later on, when the wig comes off or, you know, the panties come off. Then, but here's my tip. Go for bisexual men. Try bisexual men because you would be surprised. Actually, a bisexual man asked me out on a date, and he's lovely. He's sweet, and he knows the tea, and he doesn't care. Really nice guy, really attractive. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, yeah, so try bisexual men. And another thing, don't be afraid to try gay men. That may make you feel like you're decredited as a woman, and I've said that before, that tranny chasers can make you feel that way because they're really just, some of them are just gay men. But if it's a true gay man and he understands transgenderism, he's not going to look at you as a man. He's going to look at you as a tranny. And I like being a tranny, so that's okay with me. And I like gay men. I'm attracted to men, and they are men. And as long as they use the correct pronouns, and, you know, and you'd be surprised how many gay men would actually, you know, try you out. That sounds like you're a product, but whatever. Um, so yeah, that's just my advice. Do it. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I do it quick, fast, boom, less pain that way. But my friend Kitty, she actually, you know, goes on dates, and that's fine too. It's all personal preference. Um, and I envy her because I wish that I could do that. I just get scared. But I wish I could do that because men do treat you nicer when they don't know. When they know you're trans, they tend to look at you as like a sex object. Like you're just, oh, she's trans, she's going to give it up. And I don't know why that is. I don't, I don't know why that is, because they think that being born male, you have a higher sex drive. And that is true. But once you get on hormones, that shit is gone. Like, I don't have sex nearly, like, I used to be a whore. Like, when had male hormone levels, I was a whore. Like, I was like, get popping it out. Like, I mean, I was safe, but I was a whore. And now I'm such a little lady. Like, I don't sleep with anyone. I mean, I kiss a lot of boys, but that's really it. Like, I really have to like a guy to sleep with him because he has to turn me on emotionally and mentally before my body will work physically. I guess that's a hormonal thing because it takes a lot more to turn me on. Um, but I'm fine with that. Can't no man do me like I can do me anyway. So as long as you got you a dildo and your hand, ladies, you're fine. They work just fine for me. Just fine. But yeah, that's probably sharing a little too much, but whatever. So that was how and when I come out to men as transgendered. Hope it helped. Oh, real quick, be careful because some men are not nice. Some men will hurt you. They will beat you. They will feel tricked by you. Even if you tell them the instant you talk to them, they will feel like you're a man portraying yourself as a woman, and that is unfair to them, which is stupid, but whatever. And I don't want to see any trans girls ending up on the news or in the paper as being killed because of a man's ignorance. I hate that. That makes me so sad, and I cry over that because that is such a waste of a beautiful life that, you don't know what she could have went on to do or who she would have went on to become. But she was murdered because a man got mad. So just be careful. It's not worth your life. A cute boy is definitely not worth your life. Like I said, dildo, hand, lube, and you're still alive afterwards. So I hope everyone has a good week, rest of your week. I'm performing tonight, and excuse me, I hope to record it because I'm performing in my new lingerie, which is really risque, but I love it so much. It's so cute, and I hope to let you all see me dancing around in it. So I will talk to you all really soon, and love you all. Mwah. Bye.